Thank you for calling. This is Anthony. How may I help you?
Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Did he fill you in on what was going on? I could kind of hear him
Yes, sir.
up to speed.
So you guys are wanting to buy a bunch of apples and then hand them out in our parking lot?
Yeah, so I just wanted to introduce myself to you first. My name's Ryan Kelly Smith. With a group called the Bastard Sons of Johnny Appleseed. We kind of feel that apple orchards are a natural, they violate the tree's basic rights as a life form, and we don't want to propagate that. So what we do is we have about 12 pickup trucks. We park in a grocery store parking lot during this season when it's apple picking time. We come in, we buy a bunch of apples from you guys, and we staple them to the we have like these makeshift trees in the back of our pickup trucks, and we staple the apples to them, and then as customers are walking in, they can pick an apple from the tree and kind of simulate that experience without propagating and feeding into the apple orchard industry.
Okay. So what I'm going to have to do, because I've never heard of this before, I'm going to have to get some clarification from our corporate office to make sure we can actually do that. So
actually, the good thing is you actually don't, because we just come and do this this is a thing we do on our own.
Right.
We'll just kind of come in and park, and everybody can grab an apple as they're coming in or as they're leaving. Wish everyone a happy fall. Spread some literature about the Bastard Sons of Johnny Appleseed, just in case anyone else is interested. But it's not, we don't preach or anything. We're not out there pontificating, you know.
Right. I still have to verify it with them to make sure that's something I can do, because they're pretty strict on what we do as far as like sidewalk solicitation or anybody we let on the parking lot. They kind of limit us to what we can approve. The only thing we can really approve is like youth sports and things like that. So I would definitely have to check in with them. So what I'm going to do is I'll get your phone number, and you want to do this on the 12th, you said?
Oh, well, we're like 15 minutes out right now. This is because we never really run into an issue on it, because we spend a lot of money buying apples and stuff. And if you guys have apple cider or apple juice, we're going to buy some of that too. So we end up spending a decent chunk of change in the store. So usually we're quite welcomed.
Okay, and you've done this here before as well?
I can't recall if we've ever done it at a Publix. We've done it at a ton of different grocery stores. I'm sure we've done it at your Publix at some point over the last couple of years. This has been going on for 12 years in the Greater Lake Placid.
I've never heard of it before, and I can't just okay that on the spot like that.
You know what it probably was, honestly, is they probably didn't call before, because usually they probably just come in and grab. I just became chairperson this last March. So maybe they didn't do calls before, but that's something I tried to do this year. And like I said, people are usually like, "Oh, sweet, come in and grab buy all our apples." Would you be interested? I don't know how like busy your schedule is outside of like 40 hours, but do you have any interest in joining the Bastard Sons of Johnny Appleseed?
At the moment, no, sir. I'm pretty busy right now, so I wouldn't be able to.
So you know what Johnny Appleseed is famous for? Obviously, it was planting seeds to grow trees to produce fruit. Yes, I need you to do something for me today. If you're not going to join the group, I need you to at least plant 3 seeds for me. Tell 3 people about it.
Okay.
All right. Can you do that for me?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I can do that for you.
All right, I appreciate that, man. And just since his birthday is actually on Monday, just try to keep his spirit in your heart.
Yes, sir. No, I understand. But yeah, give us if next time, give us a notice, that way we can verify with it, because Publix is pretty strict on what we allow to happen in our parking lots, and I've never heard of what you guys are doing before, so I just don't want to end up getting in trouble with something like that. We do have to go through our channels to make sure we get approved.
Yeah, that's the only thing that not to disagree with you or anything, but just the only thing I think is weird is I wonder if I talked to someone from corporate and told them like how much stuff we buy, if they'd be like, do we really want to miss out on that business?
They may. I mean, they may. We've had to turn down things. Not really even similar, but we've had to turn down things where.
Well, there's the orange guys.
before.
Right. Yeah, you guys have the orange guys that show up as well.
I've never seen the orange guys.
Yeah, there's a
The
different
only thing
chapter.
I've never personally seen any of those guys or any of you guys come into a Publix and do that before. This is all new to me.
Yeah, so just a heads up, like we try not to step on each other's turf, but the group that advocates for better treatment of orange trees, they can be a tough bunch.
I gotcha.
But they come into stores. I know they spend a ton of money too. So I wasn't sure if you'd worked with them in the past.
No, I have not.
Are you
usually like? I'm sorry.
Are you an apple juice guy or an orange juice guy?
I probably drink them both pretty equally.
Really?
I don't drink a lot of juice, but probably pretty equally.
Yeah, the sugar, right?
Yeah, I'm not big on sugar. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah, same.
In my case, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Once in a while.
Yeah, I'll do like a Coke Zero. Try to,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But weirdly enough, I prefer orange juice. But when it comes to the apple versus the orange, I mean, the apple is way more versatile. Because if you're doing like a nice breakfast, you can caramelize those apples. You can put them in apple pie. There's apple crisps and apple dumplings and apple fritters, apple cider donuts, regular apple donuts, Dutch apple pies, apple bread, apple cake. You can go apple dunking. Nobody ever goes orange dunking when they have like when you bob for apples.
Right.
Apple fries. I don't know if you ever had apple fries. Apple sauce. Apples, 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 apples. He hung up.
Oh fuck, dude.